Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Karen's, and I want to talk to you a little bit about this homeostasis activity, part one. So, as you can see, we're in our Bright Space course. I'm going to scroll down to week 2 and open that module because that's where we find that assignment. I'm scrolling down to week 2, and here's homeostasis activity, part 1. You can see the instructions immediately, but you can also see that when you actually open the assignment, which I'm going to do because there's a file that you need to complete this assignment. So in my instructions, it says to download the attached assignment. There are 2 attachments here. One of them is a Word document and one of them is a PDF. The Word document is what I would like you to use. But if you're having issues downloading that with the image associated with it, you can download the PDF instead and then follow my instructions under this note. But let me open this document for you first to show you what it looks like. All right, so here's the document. And I tell you what the purpose of this assignment is, just to give you an idea of why you're doing this to begin with. But also here are the instructions. I want you to answer the questions on the next page in complete sentences. I'd like you to answer the questions on this document itself, but again, if you're having issues with that, I'll give you some other options in a minute. And I have some guidance for how I want you to label the document after you've answered the questions. And you're going to upload this to the assignment. So what is the assignment? So this is a figure that is in our textbook, in the Mastering A&P textbook, and it has to do with the homeostasis of blood calcium levels. And you can go and refer to chapter 6 where they talk about what are the things involved in maintaining the levels of calcium in your blood. But what do I want you to do with this assignment? I want you to do a few different things. There's 3 questions that I want you to answer. The first asks you to describe what the image is showing. This is a very simple task. I'm not asking you to make any explanations or interpretations of the image. I simply want you just to pretend that you're trying to describe this image to somebody who can't see it. What are you looking at? What are the things in the image? So I'm really asking, how well can you describe what you're looking at? The second question, I want you to explain the overall concept of bone remodeling. And this is, so now I'm asking you, use this image to explain how bone remodeling works. And the image tells you that. So I'm kind of just asking you to repeat what it's telling you in the image, but how well do you understand what the image is telling you? That will be clear when you answer number 2. And then in the third question, it says, discuss the consequences of hyperparathyroidism on the homeostatic balance shown in the image. What am I asking you for here? What happens to a person in terms of bone calcium, not bone calcium, in terms of blood calcium homeostasis? What happens to the balance of blood calcium in a person with hyperparathyroidism? Meaning, if you don't know what that term is, you're going to have to go look that up. And I'm really asking you, how is this homeostatic balance changed in a person with hyperparathyroidism? And I want you to use this image to help explain that. And does that change in blood calcium levels or the balance of blood calcium, will that lead to an increase or a decreased risk of osteoporosis? Well, you need to know what osteoporosis is, which you can read about in chapter 6 of the textbook. In each of these questions, you're using the image to complete a specific task. Either describe the image, explain the image, or really go a little bit further and discuss some consequences to a possible change, really, in the image. So if you have any questions again about exactly what I'm asking you for, please send me an email and reach out and I can help explain that to you a little bit more. Let's go back to the assignment. So ideally, you would download this and you would answer the questions within this document itself. If you're having problems downloading the document with the image, there are two things you can do, and I've listed them here. You can download the second document that I posted here. This is the PDF version of the same document. You're not going to be able to edit it or put your answers in that document, but you can at least download it for the image so you have an image to look at. And if you have to do that, I'm perfectly fine with you just creating your own document with the answers that you have for those 3 questions in that document. The document won't have any images in it, and that's okay. If that's what you have to do to complete this assignment, that is fine. You can create a document with your answers, follow the naming instructions for your document, make sure your name is on the document, and then upload it to the assignment. If we were looking at this, if I was looking at this as a student, let me click on this so I can see what you see. I'm going to go back to our assignment here. This is what you see. When you open this assignment, you can download the 2 different documents. Once you've downloaded or created a document with your answers and you've saved that document with this naming instructions here, then you upload it here. I don't want you to copy and paste answers into the comments section. I want you to upload a document. Another thing you can do if you're having trouble downloading the Word document with the image, the image in the document is figure 6.14 in the Mastering A&P textbook. So just go to the textbook and look at that image and then answer the questions that are posted in one of these documents. You can create your own document with your answers, save it using the naming instructions, and then upload it here.